What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gmacc, Chuvs, Big Gmacc, back in the building yet again. Episode number 9. We're 9 weeks in, people, and we ain't stopping anytime soon. Let's get
Nope.
it. 2:30 on the Dizot, just like last week. Actually, that's funny. So we're staying on time. We're staying consistent. Once again, here to give you guys game. Um, it's Sunday here in New Jersey. Very cold. You guys from up here, we just got a snowstorm. It's getting diabolical over here, man. I'm heading out somewhere where the palm trees are and where there's little snow for next winter. I ain't gonna be in here. Yeah. So that sucks. But yeah, Pops, tell them what's up and how was your Sunday going?
What's up, people? Super Bowl Sunday today is about to go down. Kansas City and the Philadelphia Eagles. Over here, unfortunately, for you guys over here in Fort Myers, it's 80 degrees, 82. I'm gonna go play some golf right after this, um, and then get ready for the game. Thank you everyone for tuning in last week before that, and for the future shows that we're gonna produce. So with that being said, let's get to it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody watching the views. I'm actually seeing them. They're staying pretty consistent. You know, as for starting out, we're getting like 20, 30 views consistently through our videos, which if you guys are YouTubers out there, you know it's the long form content is much harder to retain, attention because people they want the quick stuff. They're not really gonna watch it unless they really mess with you. So we got some people who mess with us already. Some what do you call it? Some regulars. So that's good. Appreciate you guys for coming on. And yeah, soak up the game and most importantly, apply it. Apply it. Because that's what's gonna make a difference. All right.
Yeah,
So today we're gonna break down the first topic, biggest topic, most important topic. 3 top ways men can get over a breakup. Very important.
okay.
We've all been there, done that, and everybody has their own method on how they get over these breakups and how they deal with it emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever it is. So it's really important to handle a situation like that with care and precaution because you could easily and quickly, go over the rails and mess up your whole life over some chick who you can replace. Second topic, we're gonna talk about if you guys haven't seen the Justin Bieber videos or the pictures actually, where he's looking freaking crazy, almost like he's on drugs or something. He's implicated in the Diddy stuff. That's like a hot topic right now, so I'm sure he's getting a lot of heat from a lot of different directions. And the guy's he's still young. The kid's only 30, 31. He's just been around for so long that we're like, we think he's old, but he's still a kid. And then we're going to talk about the Mexican protests in California. Like I was telling Big Shubs, they're all here. They all love Mexico. It's the best country in the world, but they just don't want to live there. What's going on? So let's get into it. We got topic number 1. Okay, really important topic, right? These guys
Yeah.
could be their first girlfriend, or it could be third, fourth, whatever it is. But we all know that breakups hurt, especially if you spend time with a long time with the woman. You got a lot of skin in the game. You invest a lot of time and money and emotion, energy, all that good stuff, as well as her too. But like I said, everybody handles breakups differently, and it's very important that you kind of set yourself up to deal with that in a systematic way, to where you're good, you stay healthy, your mental's good, and you don't, like I said, go off the rails and do something crazy. So, Pops, let's break down 3 topics here. Let's go. Should we go with the most important or the least? Let's do the least important, and they're all important. But if you had a 3-tier list, let's say the last tier, how you would deal with it. The maybe the simplest things you can do to get over a breakup. So, what's your let's say number 3 on the list, and then we'll go from 3 to 2 to the top most important thing. Talk to me.
Excuse me. All right, for everyone who's been in love, who's had somebody who's dealt with another girl, another love interest, whatever. We've all broken up. I'm speaking for the people who've had girlfriends and stuff like that. Other than that, the scrubs that ain't got no girls or whatever, just stay, stay clear. But this is gonna happen to you too. You're gonna get your share. My on my list, because everybody has one, two, three. I can have, mine can be two, three, one, whatever it is. Whatever's more important to you, just apply that. My number three is basically I would I would go to, this is the least of the important ones. Uh meet girls.
Mm.
Meet girls, stay in the social world, don't get rusty. Go out with your friends, but don't try to meet anybody and or like to get interested in them. Just have fun with people. Treat them as a friend. Go in knowing that they're gonna be a friend. Just like they're just gonna be buddies or whatever it is. Girls, guys, whoever it is. Uh, I say that because when you do meet the girls out there, that basically when you meet them, you're saying in your head is just friendship. It's just to have a chick to talk to, whatever it is. My main concern on that is just learning more about women, by having those girlfriends, learning more about what they, all the nuances to the way women think. We may know that we know everything, but the only ones that really know everything are the ones that are living in that body, and those are the women. So the more a couple girlfriends here and there, that are girlfriends, you don't want them as girls, like as permanent girls or nothing like that. You're gonna get a lot of information from them. You're gonna learn a lot from them, how they react to you on certain things, certain conversations that you have. You could take mental notes on all that stuff she that feedback she gives you, and just you'll pick up on it and you'll learn things that you shouldn't say, you should say, how to say it, or because women take everything a totally different way that men do. Also, in that category is the socializing is just to stay relevant. You don't, most guys, what they do is they break up and they just stop everything. And
Isolate.
yeah, they stop everything. And next thing you know, 6 months went down, and your friends are like, yo, let's go out. You go out, you don't know how to react anymore. You don't know what's going on. You don't know you can't talk about anything to anybody because you're not up on, on the social life out there. Stay relevant, don't get rusty. Just keep that, keep that machine oiled. And the way you do it is just go out there, like I said, meet people, and just know in your mind that they're only going to be friends. That's basically number three for me. And just keep yourself, like let me see, I have and just improve yourself as a man. And you will improve yourself, because if you have girlfriends, you will start to act a certain way, to where when you meet someone, you'll be ready, with that person. That's my number three for the guys out there that have just broken up. And this is somehow a way that, you can cope with it.
Yeah, no, great point on the to touch up on the not getting rusty. That's a great point because especially nowadays, how everything's moving so fast, social media is moving so fast, these new ways to communicate and stuff. And the social trends is like a new one every week. There's a new trend. So, like you said, the dating market changes so much that it's even so much different from now than it was 5 years ago. Imagine 10
Yeah.
years ago when there was no, when, Instagram was just starting to be a thing. And now this is normalized. So the dating market changes so much in such a little time that if you get out of a 6, 7 year relationship, and you even realize right there, like, holy crap, things are way different. Like the girls think different, they want different things, they're different triggers for their attraction, all this stuff. So great point about not getting rusty. And the only way, like Shiv says, you don't get rusty is you just practice, right? Just like anything, you play football, you stop after high school, in 4 years you're going to be rusty as hell. You're going to throw a few passes, your arm's going to be sore, you're going to be cutting, you're going to be a little off balance. But the more you practice, you get right back into the swing of things. Same thing with relationships.
Yeah.
And like you said, yeah, just it's hanging out with friends, meeting girls and stuff, just staying in the loop of things. And that'll help you not think about the girl, right? If you're with your friends out doing stuff, doing activities, that's where your energy and focus is, and it's not you're not isolating at home with a damn pack of beer just in your head the whole time. That's how things get bad. But yeah, and I know why you put that third too, because that's an external way that you can deal with it. But as we get closer to topic 2 and 1, it really comes from within yourself. It's how you're gonna, overcome the breakups. So you got number three, don't get rusty, stay dating or not dating, but meeting people, stay in
Yeah.
the loop of things and keep in touch with friends, don't isolate. So number two, the second most important thing guys can do to help them get over a breakup?
On my end, I would, all of these guys have been with women before, been with their girlfriends. They know they've put off a lot of stuff, to be with them. Oh, you give me some time, let's go do this, let's go do that. You rather not, you rather go do something else, but you go do it. Take this time now to do the things that you put off when you were with her, that you decided, okay, you know what, this time that I have, I'm going to give it to her instead of this thing that I wanted to do. If you had a project that you want to, that you want to do, and you thought, she was taking up that time, use that time now to get that done. Whatever it is, whatever project it was, if it was a year project that you were working on, whatever it is, anything that you were putting off to be with her, now put it back on and concentrate on it. So, for instance, guys, a lot of guys, they want to do a certain, they got a certain project. They want to create something. They want to create music. They want to create some content, whatever it was. And every time, you want to start doing something, guess what? You got the phone call. Hey, baby, what are you doing? I want to go over there. Or, let's get together. Let's go out. Let's get something to eat. You know what? Okay. You took that project and you put it on the side burner and you went out with her because you had to give her time. Now you don't have her. Now you have that number three, which is you're dating, you're going out, you're with your friends, you're socializing, and when you come back, this is what you do. You put that back on the burner. That stuff you put on the side, you put it back on the burner, and you start working on that. That means that you're gonna be concentrating on yourself, on some goals that you had personally that you put off, to be with this girl, and now there's no excuse. Now get it done. Now, let's go. Let's do it. Let's concentrate on that. And there's no excuse why you shouldn't get it done. Whatever it was that you kept putting off. That's, to me, that's my number two, in the sense of staying busy, and working on yourself, improving things in your life that you really wanted to, but you didn't have the time to, because you had to, dedicate that time to your right hand.
Yeah, another good number two. I would agree with that. Basically focusing on goals that you would have accomplished if you weren't with your girl, right? If you weren't giving up those sacrifices, because at the end of the day, let's just keep it real. Sometimes, and it doesn't have to be to a large extent, but sometimes our women hold us back from certain things, right? Important things. Maybe you wanted a goal to get some type of certification or license, but you might have to be spending a lot of time in school and you already work, so she doesn't want you to do that. And like you say, you'll sacrifice that and say, okay, I'll hold this off and, get to it one day. And we don't think about it, but subconsciously, like when we don't accomplish these goals, right, or we put things off, it kind of messes with us. It messes with our feelings and our confidence, because it's like you wanted to do something, and then that this girl might be holding you back from it, but you're compromising, right? You're like, all right, I'll give her way on this, but you can't do that with everything, because then you just be a loser. But so that's a big thing, is basically focusing on goals that you would have accomplished if you weren't with the girl. And that's going to boost up your confidence right there. And you're going to start getting things done and being like, hey, you know what? This is not so bad. I can still get great things done without this girl by my side. A big, important topic right there. An important thing to do, basically to focus on the goals that you would have already accomplished. Let's go, you lazy bastard. Let's do it. All right, let's go. All right, now we got the number one topic. The most
Ooh.
important thing that you can do,
Number one.
most important, top of the list, before going out and meeting girls, before focusing on the things that you're behind on as far as goals and accomplishments, shows what is the most important thing a man could do to get over a girl?
All right, guys. We're straight up and forward. We like it. Direct. So I'll say it direct. The first thing you have to do is realize it was your fault too. It's not just her. It was you too. The first thing you have to do is realize that it's a relationship between two people. If it wasn't your fault, then she would still be there, because even if it's her fault only and you're doing your thing, she would want to be there. So if she's not there, it's because it's both of you. It's not one of you. So just know that, a lot of guys like, nah, it was her. She did this. She did that. You had something to do with it. Just realize it, and look back into your relationship and analyze things, and you'll see that you had some fault in it too. Because again, if not, then you're the perfect one and she's not, and that's not the way it works. Also, let me see. Yeah, if the first thing is realizing it's your fault. Second is, okay, can I call this girl and just tell her, I'm sorry. This is, I'm saying sorry from my side. I'm not saying that I'm taking blame for the whole breakup or whatever, but I gotta give her my side and say, look, I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry. It's all about getting that stuff off your chest and not feeling guilty for thinking that you're the sole cause of the relationship breaking down. Just you have to as a man admit that you're not perfect and there are faults in you that might have caused this. And then, if she wants to call you later and say, you know what, it was my fault too. I did this, I did that. That's up to her. But us as men, we have to own it and say, you know what, I know I messed up a lot of places. I can't think of the instances right now. In a sense, if you wrote them down, you can say it. But self blame is big because, again, you're not perfect. She's not perfect. If she wants to say, you know what, I'm not going to say anything because to me it was all him, that's on her. But at least you get that off your chest saying, you know what, I told her how I was. I told her what I did. I told her, part of it was my fault. And I think that makes it a lot easier for us to move on. And it gets that weight off your shoulders to where it's like, okay, there's a big relief there. And if in the future, that couldn't come back, or you deal with somebody else, then at least that you're always going to take blame for your side, and that's a big thing at the beginning, because when you do that, you'll grow. As a man, you'll grow mentally. It'll take you somewhere else, because it's hard to do in the first place. A lot of guys don't. They'd be like, nah, hell no, that's on her. But at the end of the day, it's not only on her. It's just a fact. It's not. The second one in that category is anything that she had of yours, that you had of hers, or whatever. Um, you know, I wouldn't say, "Hey, I want my stuff back." You take your stuff back. Leave it like that. If she wants to give you her stuff back or whatever she has of yours, you want to take it, fine. Because these things, if that person is important enough, these things will remind her and will remind you of her. And maybe there's some wiggle room there that can rekindle. Now, if it doesn't, she'll throw her stuff away. You'll throw your stuff away. But there's no need to call a girl, be like, yo, I want this, I want that, I want this. Just leave it. If she had it for a while, you don't need it now. You didn't need it in the first place. So just leave that alone. And third in that category is, if you do see her, if you do bump into her anywhere, all smiles, no resentment, no negative energy there. How you doing? I always wanted the best for you anyway, so I'm on your side no matter what. We're good, and that again, that helps you grow as a man. And it's hard, but it's something that men do and takes us to the next level for the next person. if there is a next person. If that, like again, if that rekindles, then fine. By what you've done, she knows that that person grew to another level. If that rekindles, if not, you've grown anyway for somebody else. So that's my number one go to when you break up.
Self accountability boils down to we just condensed Chuv's rant into a 5 second sentence. Two words. Self accountability, folks. No, but it's very important. It's the, like you said, that's the foundation to everything.
Yeah.
Once you accept the fact that, like you said, it takes two people to be in a relationship. It takes two people to play their roles to make it work or to make it not work. And if it didn't work, accept the fact that half of the problem was you, and that's just what it is. And that, like you said, building your character from that's
Yeah.
self accountability is just maturity. That's just showing that you're mature. And then, ending things amicably, like you said, is another important thing, because you just don't want that negative energy, in your heart, in your damn soul, to where you have resentment for this girl and you guys see each other and, you might have problems, or you just, saying bad words to each other, texting, slurs and calling each other names and stuff. It's just immature, and it's not the way to progress as a person. Like, what is that going to do to you besides put you in a negative mindset? And then there's no benefit to that. Sure, you might feel good at the moment saying like, oh, you're releasing your energy, your anger, but I promise you 9 times out of 10, 30 minutes go by, you're going to feel bad about what you just said. And that's how it is, especially if you just, if you're a normal person, you have a good heart. And at the end of the day, if you're with a chick for a certain amount of time, you guys invested all this time and energy and
Yeah.
resources into each other. Why ruin all that at the end, by just being disrespectful to each other? Be happy that you guys gave each other your everything, for that period in time, and it just didn't work and moved on.
Yeah.
So to break it down into three, most important one, let's go. Self accountability about the breakup. You guys have to accept the fact that it was your fault as well, and you can't be holding resentment towards the girl. Number two, accomplish those goals that you were holding off on while you were with your girl. You're busy. A relationship is like a job, right? Very busy. You guys, have events planned, things. You're gonna have to put off your personal goals and things that you want to do to the side, whether it's for a few months, for a few years, whatever it is. But get back to those things, because that's gonna help you build that confidence to go out there and complete step number three, which is uh um going out there and meeting people, meeting the girls, hanging out with your guys, making sure you don't isolate yourself, and you're not home by yourself, just in your head all the time, because that's going to keep you in the loop of things. It's going to keep you having that confidence, and it's going to be very easy to transition into the next relationship, because now you don't got to start from scratch again and find out what these girls want and all this crazy stuff. So that's great. Two things that I wanted to bring up that we didn't talk about. For me, this is one thing I used, and pretty much this one act is the foundation to anything positive. I feel like there's no downside at all, and that is exercise. You break up with the girl, in your head, you have all these emotions, angry, sad. Imagine, you're curled up in a damn ball like a little bitch, crying. Imagine you take that same energy and you go hit the gym, which is something that I've done, and it's just worked tremendous. Right there, first of all, you're letting your emotions out in a healthy manner, right? You're not out there getting into fights or drinking booze or doing all this crazy stuff. You're out there putting your energy into health, basically.
Yeah.
Second of all, while you're working out, it releases hormones in your body that's gonna make you feel better. Endorphins that boost up your mood. So things like that, you're in a negative mindset. You start working out. Now all of a sudden you're sweating, you're feeling good, and what comes with that is now clear thinking. Now you're in there on the treadmill, sweating, feeling good, getting healthy, and you're able to think about these things in a clear way, right? You're processing what happened, how you messed up, how she messed up, and it's like I said, in a healthy manner. You have a clear mind, and you're working out at the same time, and then the confidence that working out gives you, especially if you're someone who didn't work out at all, and now you got into a breakup and you're working out now, I'm telling you guys, you are going to feel the difference that it's going to make in how you feel and how you look and your confidence, everything. That girl that you broke up with, even 4 months down the line, you stay consistent, and she sees that Instagram post to you, and wow, he's looking good. It's crazy. He was fat. He had bitch tits when I was with him. Now the dude's looking jacked. So the confidence it gives you, the clear headedness, and then the work ethic, the discipline, all these things is gonna just all these things that I just mentioned. What's negative about them? These are all positive traits, right? What's your take on that, Pops, on the working out, and how important do you think that is for getting over a breakup?
No, I agree 100%. I don't disagree with anything of that. What you just said. I agree 100% on that, and that was a good point to bring up because, yeah, you take it to the gym and you take it out on the weights.
Yeah.
And those weights are gonna take it out on your muscles, and your muscles are gonna grow, and you're gonna look good, and your confidence is gonna be up there. You're gonna be feeling good. You're gonna be in shape. You're gonna be
Mm,
energy ridden. You're gonna be, it's all good.
yeah.
I agree 100% with that. Just know that when and as a plus, females at the gym. So
Yeah.
if anything, you might meet the next one there. You never
That's
know.
true. That's very
But
true.
you don't have. I've never been to a gym looking for a woman. But if they pop up, they pop up.
Yeah.
But it's
Let's,
another
let's touch
place
on that
you
topic
can
real
meet
quick.
other people. You can meet other people, and you never know. You might that might become a gym partner, another girl. And like I said, if you meet them, just know you say to yourself, "This is only going to be a friend. I'm not ready to go into another relationship." And just again, and learn from her, learn from what she likes, doesn't like, does, how she reacts to things, all that stuff, because this is going to make you better for the next one. And you never know, she might be the one. But at the end of the day, there's that's a dating cycle there. Is a social place there too.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Going into it with the mindset of we're just gonna be friends. I feel for like a few reasons, right? A lot of guys, they can't talk to women in general. Like they can't even go up to a chick. They're literally scared of women. It's like she ain't gonna bite. Don't worry. All she's gonna say is yes or no, and that's it. You keep it moving from there. But if you go into it with like, okay, I'm not even trying to get with this chick. I'll just talk to her. Maybe we could be friends. Automatically, you're not gonna have that, urgency where you're gonna feel like all
You're gonna go
desperate.
forward.
Yep, you're gonna feel all desperate, and you're gonna be like, oh, she's so hot, and you're gonna be sweating. You're gonna be like, oh no, it's just, hey, what's up? What's your name? Just treat her like a bro. And
That's it.
then the thing is, women, they like that because they're like, oh, this guy's like, he's treating me normal. Like she knows she's hot. Most guys that come up to her and talk to her, they start off with, hey, you're so beautiful. But if you just come in like, hey, what's up? Can I squeeze in here, whatever? And like you said, eventually you guys might work out a few times. Now the foundation is set as just friends. She's not looking at you like, oh, like this guy is just trying to get in my pants. And maybe that's what you are trying to do, but just play it cool. You just play it cool and you should be
Yeah,
good. And
yeah.
then
And
go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish
I
off.
was gonna say just the second point on that is that I honestly I don't recommend guys go to the gym to look for chicks because first of all, the chicks at the gym are the biggest attention seeking girls ever. Straight up. If you see these girls go to the gym, they all got the cheeks damn near hanging out with the sports bras. Guys, these girls know what they're doing. They know how they look. They know they're going to go to the gym and have guys looking at them. And they might act like, oh, it's creepy. They're dressed like that for a reason. So to go to the gym, um, number one, these girls are the biggest attention seeking people around. So that's like a red flag for me. Second thing is how many guys are going to the gym hitting on girls? Like all of them. Every guy, every guy who goes to the gym,
Yeah.
most of them at least, because most of these guys they're not red pill aware. They're simps, right? So they're gonna go to the gym and hit on the four hot chicks that they see every day, and then the hot chick is just gonna think, oh, this guy's creepy. I've talked to these girls, and this is what they say, like, oh, this guy's always, working out next to me. He's always behind me. When I go to the gym, I don't care. There's a big old girl bigger than a Snicker right in front of me. I ain't looking. I'm just focused on what I'm doing. I'm working out. And this is crazy because this is something you taught me for years and years that I actually apply now. It's like when you're the guy who doesn't give these hot girls attention, they start to give you the attention because they're like, wait, like I'm so used to what does this guy have to where like I'm not even important? Like I know I'm hot. I know most guys are coming after me, but this guy walks right past me, doesn't even look, just normal. And that intrigues women because now there's something there. It's like, all right, he has to have more value than me for him to just treat me like I'm just a normal chick. And that's what women like, right? They're hypergamous. So they like to date people who are better than them. Let's say, yeah, it's more superior. That's what it is. And then number three, let's say you go to a gym, right, and you end up smashing a chick there. Like now you both go to the same gym. You're there. You're seeing her every day. It's just awkward as hell. Like, you got to switch gyms because she's there with her boyfriend 2 days later. It's just crazy. So, what's your take on that?
No, that's why I said, make them friends. When you see them, hey, what's up? Give them a pound. Give them a pound. Like, let them know, like, hey, I'm not here to try to get with you. I don't care. Just be nice to them, respectful, and just go about your day. And they'll believe me. Not only that, they can be representatives for you in the sense of if someone's like, yo, who's that? Oh, nah, this is Gmacc. Yeah, he's really nice. He treats me like a regular girl, not like these creeps, trying to get in my pants. They can be representatives for you. They can talk good for you if you respect them, if you treat them right. So then she might be the one that hooks you up with somebody else that you don't know, that's not even in the gym. Exactly. She might just went with her with a day pass one day and it's like, wow, this dude, all right, what's his name? Boom. Next thing you know, you're talking to her friend because of how nice you were with her. And again, the intent is to be friends. Don't give them that time of day. Hey, nope. Treat them like one of your boys. What's up, man? How you doing? How's it work? Out good? I bet. I'll be over here later if you need a spot. Whatever. Boom, that's it. And just keep it moving. If she comes over to you and asks you for a spot, do it because you offered it. And when you do the spot, you done? All right, go back to doing what you were doing. Don't act like, oh, you need anything else? Nah. Nope. When you need me, you know where to find me. If you don't come looking for me, I'm not coming to look for you. I'm just gonna say hi to you if I see you in the gym, even from far. I don't even have to go up to you. I could just be like, hey, what up? Say the name and just yell, hey, what's up? How you doing? Good. All right, cool. And that's it. Just let her know that you're there. Again, the stress levels go down because now you're not into trying to get this chick.
Mm-hmm.
So now you as a guy, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, my fear is gone. Exactly. And this is what you want. You want that fear to be gone. So then once you practice that, then when you want to talk to a girl for real, it's not a big deal. It's you start off the same way you start off, and then you just take it to another level.
Yeah.
But yeah, the girls, they will be representatives for you if you treat them right. If you treat them right, because they all talk and they all talk about the guys they interacted with that day, that week. So if you're a good representative of yourself, believe me, you'll get some good words in there from those girlfriends to other girls that you don't even know.
Yep. Now that was good. Good breakdown. That was the side topic. The main topic, remember, guys, was the exercise. Super important. That'll solve a lot of problems, take up a lot of time. And, now you won't have energy to be crying like a bitch. And the next day, when you wake up, instead of thinking about her, you're going to be thinking about how goddamn sore your chest is. And that's what we want. And that's what we want. And then the last one, real quick to touch on, is, of course, guys, the most probably, I would say exercise and this, what I'm about to say, is the two most important things you could do. But hey, you got 3 extra shifts this week at your job are open. Wonderful. You don't got a girl anymore, brother. 60-hour weeks, 70-hour weeks now. When that extra $800 hits that bank account, that's gonna make up for all those sad feelings, man. Straight up. You guys, you have extra time now, right?
Yeah.
Just like exercise. This working is going to take your mind off of it. It's going to drain your energy, and you're going to be focused on something else rather than the breakup, which is what we want. And on top of that, like we said, there's no downsides to this because now you're just making more money, which you're able to do more with, upgrade your lifestyle. Now, when you get that, nicer renovated apartment, she's going to be pissed. Now, when you got that 6-pack and you're chiseled to the goddamn gills, she's going to be pissed. I fucked up. That's right. You're not a loser, goddammit. She's replaceable. Let her know that with your actions. You gotta get me hyped up with this, goddamn it. What's your take on that, Pops? Working the extra hours. Can't go wrong.
Nah, yeah. Put in that work. Put in the work. Just don't get crazy with it because again, you have to stay with that social life. You have to be out there. So if you're gonna be out there with your friends once in a while, you want to take on an extra shift. Every couple of days if you can, make that extra money. Again, and if you do go out, out to with your friends or whatever, don't buy these girls drinks. Buy your boys drinks. Buy your boys drinks. Because this is one thing. First of all, the girl's gonna say, "Damn, like if I want this, I'm gonna have to earn it from him." And second, he has money because I see him buying his friends drinks, so he has money. So that's gonna answer that question. A girl that that you're meeting as a friend, and basically in your head, okay, this is gonna be a friend, nothing else. You don't buy drinks for the first time you meet her. No. Anytime if you got that money from that overtime and you can spend extra money and you go out with your friends, spend it on your friends. She's gonna see that. She's gonna say, okay, he's taking care of his friends. They take care of him. He bought him a drink. Okay, the dude got money. He's not buying me nothing. I guess I haven't earned it. And then she will, if you see her again in the future, whatever, again, what's up, girl? How you doing? How's everything? Yeah, all right. Yo, there's some hot dudes over there on the other side. Just mention that stuff. Like, just let her know, like, I'm not here to mess with you. I'm here to just be a cool, calm dude around you. If you don't want to be around us, fine. If you want to get some girls and come down and we all have a good time as friends, fine. That time will come where, you're gonna make that choice of, okay, now it's time to, start looking for a girl. And that when you start, believe me, you're gonna have so much more experience and you're gonna be so much smoother because of the experience you got with these girlfriends on the side, that chilled with you anywhere in the gym, and you're gonna be better for it. And it's gonna be easier for you to approach women and all that. But again, when you meet those girls out there and you with your boys, even if you by yourself and it's like, nah, I'm not dating anybody, I'm just chilling, I'm doing my thing. Do not buy these girls drinks because that first impression, they're going to take it to the bank and they're going to say, this is a guy that I'm going to take advantage of. Let them know that that's not the way you roll.
Yeah, no, that'll become a habit. And then
Yeah.
you be making a habit to every time you go out, buying girls drinks, thinking that's going to get you in the door. And then you're $1,000 down a month in and realizing, why can't I find any girls? Because like you said, you started off with being the cash cow, basically. They know that
being the simp.
Yeah, just free drinks. You're just a free drink guy. That's all.
Yep. Yeah. There's the fountain right there. Go get some drinks.
And these, like we say it all the time, these women that go out, professional finessers. This is what they do. This is what they do, fellas. So if you're not on game and you don't know what you're doing, you will get eaten alive, man. That's just how it goes.
Yep. Yeah. So just know that when you're out there, that money that you have in your pocket is for you and any of your boys that are with. Anybody else? Nope. I don't care. I don't care if you got a lot of money and it's gonna make you feel good. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, you're damaging your self reputation.
Yeah, that's one of those. That's one of those principles you don't want to give any slack on, right? It's like you don't mess with that right there. Yeah.
But for the young kids, it's hard because they've worked that week overtime. They got that extra 500 in their pocket. It's like, I'm gonna show them. Don't show them a damn thing. Let them earn it as much as you want to. Don't. Believe me, it's better for you in the long run. And now, if you one of these beta dudes and you want to become a simp, do everything I'm telling you opposite. Then you'll be 100% simp or beta.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be that. I want you to be like us.
Do the opposite, meaning go in there, get the VIP table, invite as many girls as you can to the table. You're gonna by the end of the night, you're gonna see 10 champagne bottles on your goddamn bill. You only took 2 sips the whole night.
And ain't nobody kissing you, ain't nobody kissing you good night.
Oh no, you're gonna be kissing yourself good night. That's for damn sure. All right, cool. So we broke it down, guys. Watch this back, watch it back again, and then watch it back a third time. And like I said, this is straight game from Big Chuvs here. Apply this information. You're gonna save yourself from a lot of chaotic situations, unnecessary problems, and a lot of mistakes that you don't need to go through, because now you got this, right? You got this information here. A lot of you, hey pops, a lot of these people don't got dads or big brothers or big cousins to tell them this stuff. They're out there lone wolf, stranded, just left out in the dark to be eaten up by these chicks. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to topic number 2, guys. We're gonna tap into Hollywood. Woo! Hollywood, man. It's crazy, the concept of Hollywood, the name, the idea of Hollywood is so cooked. Everybody knows that Hollywood is just it's the devil's playground. Let's just call it that. That's where, like, it seems most of the degeneracy goes on in the damn country. That's where, that's where all the money is, right? Hollywood, meaning all the celebrities, film stars mostly, musicians. That's the hub for all this. And even if you live in the US, that's LA and New York is the LGBTQ hub. That's the woke mind hub right there. Those two cities. And it's kind of crazy how those are the most crime ridden, craziest cities in the country, right? Crazy how that works. So here we got Justin Bieber, right? These pictures came out of J Biebs. That's when did Justin Bieber come out? Like in the early 2000s? What, 2006, 2007, around that time? I was like 12. I was like a young buck. And so
Yeah.
was he. He was like, yeah, he was like 12, 13. I was like 11 in middle school. And Justin Bieber, for the young bucks, can't believe it. The Gen Z probably doesn't even know. Just a quick background. Young artist, was probably the hottest artist for like 5 or 6 years. Number one on every. He was Drake before Drake became a thing. Except
He's
more in the
killing it.
pop world. Yeah, he was killing it. And the crazy part is the kid was only 13, 14 at the time. So we have Justin Bieber growing up in Hollywood, and I've seen a lot of interviews and stuff where like these crazy, people are kissing on him, and he's like, he talks about it. He's like, yo, all these things are very, they were very uncomfortable, and nobody was there to basically help me out or say that this is not okay. His parents, regular people, so they probably just follow whatever the managers are saying. They don't want to mess up the money, and basically just left them astray to these industry managers who don't care about them. Obviously, they got their own agendas to fill. And then we get to the point where Justin Bieber is now 31 years old, I believe. And look, this is how he looks, man. Looks malnutrition, malnourished. Uh, you could tell because the face is sucked in. It's crazy. Look at
Yeah.
this. Look at this. Crazy. He's looking like he's going through it right now. And basically, this is the product of someone who grows up in Hollywood his whole life and just basically doesn't have a genuine concept of what like real life is. So let's bring it to shows and get him with these questions on this. Yeah, I mean, I saw that. I said the same thing. I was like, damn, like it's sad to see. It's like you just wish that things could work the way they're supposed to, right? Everybody has morals. They're gonna take care of the new guy coming up, but that's just we got wicked people out here. Is my connection good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Because it's the same one. So my question for you, Pops, right? For a kid growing up in Hollywood who grew up with riches and fame, right? It's like, what do people not understand about the problems that are going to come with someone growing up in an environment like that, to where you've never had to, save up $1,000 and buy your first car and then work extra shifts and save up for the next car. You never had to, ration your food and buy cup noodles or eat rice with sausages. You don't know what it's like to even go shopping, like like to go freaking to the mall. Like Justin Bieber doesn't go to the mall. He has people going shopping for him.
Yeah.
So you're so out of touch with reality your whole life. And I'm gonna break this down into 2 questions, but just in general, why? What don't people get about growing up without having hardships? Like, what do hardships and struggles and overcoming things? For me, that's the whole purpose of life, especially for men. That's what makes us thrive and grow and keeps us hungry. But when you grow up and never having that, you never had to, like in a way, work hard. I know he does work hard, but I'm talking about starting from the bottom. A kid like this, imagine you were raised and growing up in Lambos your whole life. What is a Lambo gonna do to you when you're 20? You're gonna see that and be like, oh, like that is another car. Whereas to someone like us, I'm like, holy shit, I need to drive that, man. Or a Rolls Royce. He's like, yeah, I've been in Rolls Royce since I was 5. Like, there's no excitement there because you've already seen and done everything. So let me stop the rant. Why is it bad for you in a way to grow up in riches and fame?
Well, it's not bad to grow up in that. It's the leadership that takes you there, that prepares you while you're doing that. Where's his father? Where's his mother? Did they talk to him about, you're gonna do this, but you're gonna do this career thing, but you're gonna do these teen responsibilities. You gotta create teen responsibilities for these teens. You have to let them know and let them go through things that survivors go through.
Exactly.
It's not like, you wake up, the meal's there, everything's there, until you go to sleep. No, you
Yeah.
know what? You got to take out this garbage if you want to use this car. You gotta rake these leaves if you want to do this. You got to do this. What is that? That's earning it. That's earning a living, earning something. I want something, I got to work for it. And it's a goal. Where's his parents? Like, where, like, who? I've never heard of his parent. I've
Yeah,
never heard. I don't even know if he had a father, like, present, or anything.
for real.
So basically, what happened to him was that, the bad thing about that is that he grew up having everything. When you do that, I can't blame him. You just don't know how to go get it. You
Mm.
don't know. You don't know how to go get it. You don't know. Nobody's taught you. It's just, come in the studio, sing, and then that's it.
It's like you said, everything's set up for you already. Like the success is set up. It's like you just had the talent, but everything was set up, so you didn't have to like push through doors and get everything was open for you. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, you don't know the process of anything, because, by the time you start, they recognize who you are, in the sense of like, okay, this guy got it. They got a manager for you. He's gonna do
Exactly.
everything for you. He's gonna start setting up things. He's gonna do this. We have to go. I got the paperwork. I'm doing your taxes. I'm doing it. The kid doesn't know how to do anything for himself.
Mm.
Where are his parents? Where is the person that's supposed to take him as a young kid to adulthood, so he can, when he's an adult, he can look out for himself and do these things and say, you know what, I know how to do my taxes, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. Let me just check on my own and see if, this is right. Or let me ask somebody, and let them tell me, and then I can discern if they're lying or not, because I know about this field.
Exactly.
Nothing. So what happens is they get caught up. The money overwhelms them. And it just becomes, how you call it, a cycle, in the sense of like, you know what? I'll give in. I'll give into this, and I'll let whoever is taking over my career. I'll let them run it, and I'll just do my part, because again, they were never taught at that young age, that, it's not just that. It's, I have to do things to earn certain things as a man, as a human being, just, again, survival. Let me go do this, because if it gets down to a point where he has nothing, he'll probably kill himself,
Yeah. He
because
hasn't built
he's like,
any
I've never been
resilience.
there. I don't know
Yeah.
what this is. I don't know what this is. And that's why a lot of millionaires, when they lose money and they grew up millionaires, they have no idea how to respond. A
Mm.
poor person that bought the way from the way up, from the bottom all the way up, if they go back down, I've been here. I can go back up. I can go back up.
Yeah.
I can go back up, and it's not phasing me. But a
Yeah.
person that's always been up there and drops to somewhere that they never been, it's a very hard reality, that, it hits them hard, because it's like, wow, I don't even know where to begin, what to do. What like I've never been in. It's a different world. It's basically
Okay.
like you put in a different planet with different people, and they don't speak the same language. And
Yeah.
so it's like, where do I start?
Yeah, I
So
mean, it's crazy. Like Bieber, like yeah, it's crazy to think. And I'm thinking about it now. He's literally doesn't know what it's like to be normal. Like he
no,
does not know what it's like to just be a normal human operating in this world. He's always been on a pedestal when it comes to his celebrity status and his money. Um, and like you said, it's crazy because you're basically your life is in the hands of everyone around you.
yeah,
Like how you say, you don't know how to do anything. All you're doing is showing up where you're told to show up at the time you're told to show up there,
yeah,
and making sure that the number you're getting paid is the number that's in your bank account. But like you said, you're basically, putting your life in the hands of everyone around you. And unfortunately, people are not going to have your best intentions all the time. They're going to have their own agendas. If it's to screw you over for them to get that extra buck, they might do it because hey, he don't know what's going on anyway. It's
exactly.
Justin Bieber. So, and the thing is, like you said, we've seen this time and time again, right? With these kids who grow up in Hollywood, and it just like 90% of them, it just seems like they always end up messed up. And it seems to be that the mentality is very weak. And I want you to touch on this. It's like you said, right? They don't know how to earn things. They don't know true resilience because they never really had to go through it. Like a problem for them might be like, oh, you didn't get my reservation at Ruth's Chris in the city. Like, what the hell? Now I gotta go get takeout. That is legitimately like a problem for them. They'd be pissed about that, right? To where
Yeah.
someone else, a regular person, their problem is, I can't pay my damn insurance this month for my car. That's a normal person problem. But for him, you try to tell him that, and they'll look at you like a peasant. They'll be like, "What the hell is you talking about? You can't pay for something?" I've never had that problem. I've just
Yeah.
had these problems with schedule and this girl is not answering me, and I'm used to these girls answering me in a second. Like that's how these people stress about. So the next question is B, what's the importance to you of as a man, especially as a man? What qualities and characteristics does going through resilience give you as a guy? Like, how important is it for you to go through these hard situations? Like you said, when you come from the bottom, you came from the bottom and provided a better life, but we didn't grow up rich at all by any means. So we had a lot of normal people problems. We're normal people, right? So what is the importance of being able to overcome these problems and having resilience to where, like you said, you're 30 years old, you grew up rich, and now things go bad, and you just have no type of fight in you to where, like you said, you might end up offing yourself because it's just you have no fight in you. So, what is the importance of that as a man having struggles and seeing the beauty in it and rising above it?
Well, the importance to me is that the struggles are constant in a regular day. A regular person. It can be five different things. Um, you know, I'm short on, I don't have a lot of money for gas. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to work every day this week. I'm thinking about, okay, what am I gonna do about food for Thursday because I ran out. Uh,
Yep.
the 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 things that make you strong about that is that you learn how to live without.
Mm,
You learn how to live without, in a sense of, okay, it takes you to a place where it's like I I'm learning how to live with what I need, not what I want. These people, they have it all. It's why can't I get it? I want it. I don't need it. Why can't I get it?
mm,
It's a big difference when you start learning, you know what? I don't need this. That was just me and I can afford it, and now I'm forced to not have it. So now I'm not even gonna that's not even part of my world right now. My world is paying what I need to pay to move on to the next day and the next week and the next month and whatever, and trying to build myself up. These guys, the rich Hollywood types, they have the money. It's why can't I get this? Why can't I get that? when you have the mentality of why can't I get this, why can't I get that, it's basically a king mentality. I'm a king, I can get whatever I want, and at the same time, the person at the bottom is I'm a peasant, I can get whatever I need. Those two things are two different worlds. When the person that's getting only what they need, when they make it, usually they last longer and they appreciate everything more because they know how it was when they wanted something but they couldn't get it. They only could get what they need. Now you've made it. Now you can get what you want, whatever you want. And guess what? You probably won't get everything that you thought you would get, because at the end of the day, you're going to come down and say, you know what? I don't even need that. Like, I want to save my money because I don't want to go back there.
Exactly.
These rich people, they don't know that there's a basement.
Yeah.
They don't know. They've been in the high floor for so long that it's unfortunate, but they're not trained to live on what I need. They're trained to live on what I want.
Yeah.
And when they lose it, it's unfortunate. They just don't know how to deal with it at all. Just no, like there is no way that Justin Bieber can lose everything
And just come out
and
normal,
yeah,
unfazed.
come out normal. It just there's no way, because again, when that happens, you go into another planet with aliens that don't speak your language, and you got to start all over as a new human being now.
Yeah.
You're a new person. No one knows you. No one cares. I don't care who you were. What do you have now? And that's the
Yeah.
thing that makes them kill themselves, because they've had that. They've been king for so long that it's just it basically they off themselves or they become somebody. They got to become somebody else. I just
Yeah.
it's just a shame that they're so young and they don't have people that bring them up.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? These parents, like you said, it's a lot of it has to do with his parents' fault. It's if your parents have no backbone, right? Your kid's 8 years old or 10, and they're like, "Hey, we could do this deal for $20 million." But and these managers, like the whole music industry, they all know how to operate, right? They've been in this forever, so they very good at manipulation and giving you the runaround and seeing where they can get in and control you. This is what these people are like, predators almost. So you have a parent here who's not keen to any of this. They go in, $20 million, cool. Now the manager might be doing certain weird things and like, oh, we're going here, but you can't come. And as a parent, that's where you have to make that decision. It's like, no, 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 I'm gonna stop this right now. We're gonna have a system. This ain't just gonna be like we're doing everything at all times and I'm not there. Or you can say, do I really want to lose this money? This is gonna set us up for the rest of our lives. But you're basically sacrificing your damn child. You know. And now, like I said, Justin Bieber's only 31 years old. He's freaking Christian's age, basically. And look, it's like it looks like he's cooked already. Crazy. It's like light burnt. And one last thing on this topic is it's just so crazy how, like I said, you just when you grow up like this, you just get nothing can really. Why do you think these pedophiles and stuff end up doing the crazy crap they do with kids, right? Because they're desensitized to everything already. They've done it all. So
Yeah,
like I said with Bieber, when a $2 million check doesn't excite you anymore, when a $1 million Bugatti doesn't excite you anymore, when a $20 million mansion in the Bahamas doesn't excite you anymore, it's like, what is there to do now? And then you throw in the stuff with Diddy and you throw in his inability to have resilience and just come out with these things unfazed. It's just a damn tornado for chaos for a guy like this. And now, he looks, hopefully he recovers and it's just a phase and he gets help. But, a guy like this, he's always talked about going to therapy and all this stuff. These guys, it seems like they can't handle anything themselves. It's crazy.
yeah. I know he's been through it, and I know I'm pretty sure he's gotten help, try to
Yeah.
get help and stuff, because it looks like he wants it because he's been abused,
Yeah.
uh, and he even has some like I was looking up before, what was it? It's
A song?
yeah,
Oh, that lonely song.
yeah, like with it's like a Bible song, like a gospel song.
Oh, not that. But look, because I've heard
I
people
think it's
play.
called How He Loves. It's called How He Loves. If you look it up.
Let's see how he.
Uh,
Oh, you know, why do we want to play this? Because it's gonna. Oh, well, it don't matter. Gonna copyright us. That's fine. How he loves Justin Bieber.
yeah, it's yeah, I think that's it right there. Yeah, and this is stuff that unfortunately, it's how he really feels.
This is like a damn band.
Yeah, no, it's why? Because I'm thinking that by him doing this, is he saying like this is the only true love that I got?
Mm.
That like because nobody's loved me like this before, and he's going to that, and when you go through that, then it makes you humble. It brings you down. It makes him, he might be coming a bum on purpose so he can actually hit the bottom and know like, yo, where I was so fake, was so this. And so he's taking himself down to that basement on his own, through uh, biblical writings and saying, okay, I have to do this in order to find myself. Because again, he's going to become another human being. He's not going to be Justin Bieber anymore. And maybe that's, he's on his way to that. That's why he's dressing like that. That's why he's like, I don't need I'm not going to look like I used to. When I went out, I put on makeup, somebody did my hair. I have to bring myself down to the worst, to the lowest, so I can feel that way, so people could treat me that way. And then I can start actually changing into that person. But yeah, when you go,
But I hope that's what it is. I hope that's what it, because yeah, you don't want to see, this guy go down a dark path,
no, no, no.
especially from where he came from. It'd be very sad, right? It's like seeing another great, icon basically end up offering themselves over something that could have been fixed. It's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, they just don't know how to.
Yeah, I won't even play this actually. Cool. So let's get to the last topic here. Let's talk about these protests from these Mexicanos and Mexicanas. Um, so we got this, guys. As if you guys didn't know, we got the immigration protest. BDT, Big Daddy Trump is doing his ICE things, icing people up out of here, and the immigrants, of course, the illegal uh, invaders that came here illegally. He's getting them out swiftly. I believe the numbers are going up every day. He's trying to. I don't think they are where they're supposed to be, because now that I realize it's way harder to get these people out than them coming in. Obviously, now you got to find everybody. You got to
Yeah.
go through documents and all these legalities you got to go through. So it's going to be rough. And then we have certain blue states, blue governors, Democratic, that are going to give him hard times. Phil Murphy just said the other day he admitted like a retardo that he has a illegal woman in his home, and he was like,
Oh yeah.
I dare them to try to come get him. And then the border czar was like, oh, we gonna come get your ass. I don't care who you are. That's illegal, and we will prosecute you. So we have that. We have the damn governor of Newark. He's like, oh, we're not gonna just sit around and watch these people come in and violate our citizens' rights. It's just like, God damn it, man. What's wrong with these leaders? It's crazy. And it's Trump's in office now, so it would be in their benefit to help him out. But I guess they don't care, and they're like, maybe in 4 years it'll be Democratic again. So I'm just trying to stay loyal to the party. Who knows? But we have these Mexicans basically protesting in California, a lot of other places, and I'll just play stop the traffic, stop the commerce, whatever, causing problems. Mexican flags everywhere, you see that, right? Mexican flags everywhere. And my question to you guys and to Shubs is, why are all these Mexican flags in the USA? If my whole take on this, right? If these Mexicans love their country so much, if they have such an allegiance to their country, If they have so much pride, that's the best country in the world. Why aren't they living there? Why do they refuse to go back? It's obviously not that great. And that's the thing. They know once they go over there, they got cartels waiting for them, extorting them for every goddamn penny they make. So it's just crazy to me. These people come over here, start all these problems. Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. I just don't want to live there though. I want to live in the U.S. Crazy. What's your take on this?
Biden
Brainwash them?
No, he let him in. So basically, Biden let him in. So now you have a mentality with these Mexicans that we have the right to be here.
Entitlement. Yeah.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. No. You have the right to fill out papers and get in the right way. That you have the right to. You just don't have the right to come in and say, treat me like you treat this citizen that's next to me. That's earned money here, that's paid taxes here, that's built a family here, that has bills here, that produces,
that shares American values,
that contributes to this country. It's two different things. The Mexicans, the thing is that they're getting to a point where it's like the LGBTQ community, where it's like I deserve, because they've heard it so much that they actually think it's real. Like they actually think that that's a real thing. No, that's just what you think. The law is the law. And look, all these like Newark, the guy from the governor from, where was it, from
Jersey, Phil Murphy.
No, oh yeah, Murphy, yeah. You know why he's doing that? Because I bet you he has ties with big construction companies that are making big money off these illegal guys. Paying 3 guys for the price of 1, and they're doing the job of 3 people.
Yep.
And so I don't want them out of here because we're making a big ass profit over here, and New Jersey is booming. But at the same time, again, if you hear it enough, you start thinking that if we got enough people, we can get backing. We can the Democrats can back us. It's illegal. It stops there. Once you say it's illegal, it stops. It just stops, because anything else that would be illegal in the U.S. gets condemned. But you came in illegally, and we're trying to take you out of here, and you're telling me that you have rights. What kind of rights are? No, you don't. You lose your rights when you're illegal.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
And that's like, yeah, it's perfect the way you said it, because since Biden was letting them in illegally, they think it's okay just because they would do it. But the whole process was wrong. So it's like you said, no, absolutely not. You came in because the president, I mean, if you think about it, he screwed you over because he made you think it was okay to come in and you were going to have, protection and amnesty. And now you're cooked. Now they're looking for you. And you're like, no, like you said, that entitlement comes in, but they let me in here. No, a bad guy let you in here illegally, and now he's gone. He's not in power no more. BDT's in now, but it's crazy. Yeah, that's how that went. It's
secondary to that. The Mexicans in California, there are millions of them, of course.
That's the biggest Spanish community in America, is the Mexican community. They have the most amount of Mexican. That's biggest.
And I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of Mexicans that have come to this country and did that thing right. They're embarrassed, at this.
Yes,
they're embarrassed, and they're saying, we waited 5 years to get our papers, and we came in and we have a business, and America took us in, and they gave us opportunities. Why aren't these people doing the same thing? Again, they're brainwashed, and the Democrats told them, once you get into this country, you have rights. You have, you're an asylee, and you can do this, and we can't arrest you. And where, in what planet does that work? It doesn't. It just doesn't. So a lot of these, a lot of the Mexicans, they are embarrassed of this. The ones that did it right, and there are Mexicans that are doing it right now and waiting online while these people are just coming in.
Yeah.
That's a travesty right there, because it's like, wait a minute, I've been online for 3 years and this dude just came in and they're giving him housing and everything. Like, what the
Yeah,
hell? That
work
makes no sense.
permit, a license permit. These dudes are driving. I'm like, how do you think you got licenses? Oh, the program. It's just like, yo, this is crazy.
They're giving it away. They're giving them license. It's just like and then the thing is that when you're looking for these people, you have to look under rocks. You have to look
Oh
under everywhere,
my gosh.
because they're
We
everywhere
got
now, and especially now.
three addresses already. Went through four cars. That nobody knows where they're at. That's what they do, right? These people don't come here with a stable plan. They're everywhere. They're gonna go live with a family member, then go rent out a room here, then go move to another state and try to find work. They don't know where these people are at.
Yeah, you see, and one thing, I always like to look at the root of the problem, like the main thing. Once you decide to come in here illegally, that already tells me the mentality you have.
Mm. Yeah, that's
You
true.
you're okay to break the law and come in illegally. That right there tells me who you are. Now, there are rare cases where you may come in illegally and work your way somehow through the system to where you actually create papers and become productive and live a nice life in this country. But when you're telling me that the majority of people are coming in illegally, you're already telling me you're willing to break the law to come into this country. That doesn't say nice things to me about you.
Yeah.
Right there, that's the root of the problem. Is, it's like saying, you're in the supermarket and you're saying, hey, can you take this out, can you steal this for me? And the guy's like, all right, cool. I already know who he is just by him accepting that.
Mm-hmm.
The way they accept coming into this country illegally tells me that they're no good. The majority of them,
Yeah.
98% of them are no good, because they're coming in knowing that they're breaking the law coming in already. So, right there, that's the root of the problem. Now it's just a matter of time till, we can find all these damn people, because they're moving from city to city, house to house. They got people harboring them.
Oh
If
yeah.
you got a damn politician in New Jersey hiding people, imagine.
Right. Imagine the message that that's sending to other people.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. The message.
And like you said, it is very true that a lot of people that came here legally and that have been here for years, and the people that are doing it through the proper process now, I've seen the interviews over and over again. They like, yeah, get these people the hell out of here, because it's not fair. They're like you said, it's not fair, man. I've waited 6, 7 years, had to live in Mexico or wherever the hell they were at, and they came here, did everything right. Started out with the damn job at McDonald's, and like you said, now they got their business, and then they see all this bull crap. They're like, no, I support Trump. I want all these illegals
Yeah,
out here. If you and that's just common sense. We all say the same thing.
it
It's
is.
just if you want to come in, but just do it the right way. That's all we're saying. And another big topic now, these Mexicans are saying they're gonna, start doing what is it when they don't go um they won't buy like groceries or whatever. What is
Oh, they're
that called?
boycotting.
Yeah, they're gonna start boycotting stores and restaurants and supermarkets, and they're all saying, "Oh, if you for the if you're for the deportations, don't eat Mexican food anymore." it's like yeah, I'm telling you, I'm like, this is the because I don't want an illegal gang member in my country causing havoc, raping young children and robbing women. Now I can't eat the food that that person comes from the country that I'm like, what is the logic in this? And I've seen this mostly from women, and this is my opinion only. This is why they need to just stay in the kitchen, in my opinion. But yeah, what's your take on that?
No, it's dumb. When you can bring the culture to another country and let people taste your food from another country and taste your culture, it's a good thing. You're promoting your culture. And again, there are a lot of Mexicans that have their own businesses here. They're
Oh yeah,
promoting their businesses. For you to say not to eat Mexican food is like you're shooting yourself in the foot. Like, it's your own culture. Like, promote it. Don't demote it. You're it's like it makes no sense to me. But again, when people say that, they're saying it in anger. They're not even
exactly.
thinking.
was gonna
They're not
say
even.
it's just an emotional take. They don't even know. They don't even realize that what they're saying sounds so stupid. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, you don't want Mexicans here? Then stop eating Mexican food. It's like I never said I don't want Mexicans here. We love Mexicans, right? They're great people, nice people. We just want them
yeah.
here legally. That's all we're saying. But
Yo,
they're
yo,
like,
Mexican people. I've been dealing with Mexican people all my life. They're hardworking.
oh yeah,
They mind their business. They don't start trouble. They drink, they do their thing, but within themselves.
yeah,
And they're doing nothing illegal. They work hard, they spend their money how they want, and they mind their own.
yeah,
That's a perfect citizen. The
yeah,
thing is that when these guys come in here illegally, they already know they're illegal. Now it's like I can't get caught doing whatever I need to do. Instead of saying, you know what, let me go to this construction company and see if I can just pick up wood and make money from that. Nah, I'm gonna see if I can sell drugs. I'm gonna see if I can do this. I'm gonna see if I can sell cars, make quick money, do
yeah,
this, go to another state. They can't track me. I have no fingerprints. I have nothing. Like it's just it's a shame, but yeah, Mexican people, if you're gonna come in legally, hey, by all means, come in, produce, make this country great. Again, in a sense of with you in it, doing it the right way. Now, if you're gonna come in here and you're gonna start committing crimes and start doing everything that's setting us back, and you're illegal, I don't want you here. You
yeah.
need to go.
And this goes for any goddamn race. I don't give a damn if you
Yeah,
Mexican,
anything,
Dominican, Chinese,
anything,
you might be a Pajit, you might be Indian. Hey,
anything,
come in
anything.
here and do it the right way. I just saw in New York they just deported some Dominicans. They got
Yeah,
arrested like 17 times. As a Dominican, I'm like, yeah, get them the hell out of here. We don't want that here, man. Like
yeah,
straight up, we
yeah.
we true Americans, we put our country first, and we don't. Even if you're, you know, we're from the same ethnic place. If you're not doing things right, causing trouble, not here legally, you got to get up out of here, man. It's
You
that
gotta
simple.
go.
It's
Yeah,
that
you
simple.
gotta go. You got to go again. Being Dominican, if you come in here and you're illegal and they catch you, send them back. You're damaging the country. You're making the country unbalanced. You're creating money, sending it back to your country. You're not paying taxes. You're doing all kinds of. You're taking advantage of the democratic system that we used to have, that let you take advantage. I know people in New York, man. They're here illegally. They're living in an apartment where another Dominican is
Hunting to them.
has that on Section 8, and then they're not even living there anymore. Then they rent it to that illegal guy. So
Mm,
it's yeah, it's crazy. It's
damn.
like they're
Yeah.
renting it under another rent. Like it's like,
Yeah.
and you know what? You're giving me 1,600. I'm only paying 800 because Section 8 pays me 800. So you give me 1,600. And if anything happens, just give them. I'm the one who's responsible because
Yeah.
you're
And
not even recognized as being here.
straight up, you're not even in the system. Like America don't even know you were here. Oh
Yep.
man,
And I'm over here, and I'm over here, paying $5,000 taxes a year and doing all this stuff. And then, they're in here doing whatever they want, and then they get caught and they get released in 2 weeks. And like, no, no, man, no,
yeah.
no.
If you have common sense, you see that's a recipe for this country to just be in a damn whirlwind of chaos. Because that's unsustainable right there. Imagine everybody doing that. You all do
Yeah,
loopholes and renting things out. The country is going to become a third world country. We have regulations for a reason. We get permits and all these things for a reason. This is why we're the best goddamn country in the world, because we have a system and we maintain it strictly, and we want to keep it that way. Especially if you were born and raised here, we want to
yeah,
keep it that way. That's the
yeah. That's why I
quality.
say. That's why I mentioned they make the country unbalanced
Yeah.
by being here and not being on the census. When they
Yep.
count the people here, it's like, oh, we have 350 million. There's 25 million people unaccounted for.
Crazy,
So
man.
that makes it 375, but we just don't know where the other 25 are.
Yeah, unsustainable. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But that
yeah,
was it, man. We covered the topics. Great.
cool.
That was a great podcast. The first topics we covered were about how to get over a breakup. Guys, run it back. We give you about five ways. You're gonna say something?
No, you're good.
Oh, we got 5 ways to get over a breakup without, ruining your damn life, because it ain't worth it, man. Do your thing. Just always remember, these women are replaceable. That doesn't mean that they're just, objects. You treat them with respect and love, but it's not the end of the world if you break up, man. We're all replaceable at the end of the day. It's that simple. Then we broke down Hollywood, man. Justin Bieber. What happens to these kids when they grow up rich and famous, and basically the things that they're robbed of by living that type of life. Crazy, really crazy stuff. And then last but not least, as you guys know, we just talked about these protests from the Mexicans. We gave our take on that and why we think it's not right. It's just not right. So, guys, make sure you leave your comments in the comment section. Let us know what topics you liked, if you agree, if you disagree. Like the video so you could boost us up in the algorithm so more people could see this game. And that's another life we help. That's another person that we keep away from damaging experiences. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back next week, Sunday. And Pops, let me give you the heads out on this one, and we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, people, thank you again. I appreciate you coming on and learning whatever you can learn from us. Again, we're here, to teach as much as we can to the young bucks and the ones who made the mistakes that are a little older. You can learn from this and apply these tactics out there in the dating world, in the single world, all that. And women, I urge you to listen to us too, so you know how we think, and you can more understand how to handle us, just like when we out there and we learn how to handle you, and in that case, then we can come together and have very positive and productive relationships with each other. Um, Again, likes, please, make us, we need you guys to make us grow so we can, take this to another level and, start getting people up here that are professionals in their field for, a lot longer than me. And only with those likes and those subscribes, that's going to happen. And those that are sticking with us, I appreciate you. And good day today. Enjoy the Super Bowl. And whoever you pick, I hope they win. But again, somebody's got to lose.
Yeah, they got to be a loser for there to be a winner.
Somebody's got to lose.
Yeah, like Chuv says, guys, thank you. I was telling them before, we got some consistent viewers, so we appreciate that. That means you guys are gaining the value. You guys are liking what we're putting out, and that's what we're here for, man, to help you guys out. Yeah, like, subscribe, boost us up. And our plan for this is, like Chuv says, the more we get views, the more we get boosting the algorithms, the more status this podcast is going to have, and that's what's going to attract people to want to come on. And we want to get people on here, to keep it interesting, switch things up, interview some people in their fields, get their takes on it, and it's always going to be something with value. We're not here to just entertain. This is edutainment, so we're mixing two in one, and that's what we're here for. But yeah, yes, unlike shows, I hope your team goddamn loses and you never watch football again and you just work out instead. Goddamn it, football BS. But Pops, thanks everybody. Thanks. We'll see you next week. Peace.
All right. Peace.